Right, good evening, good afternoon. Welcome, guys, to another preview, should I say. I'm Foxy. Today we are doing Portugal versus Morocco. So, get straight into this one. As you've all seen, Portugal kind of, they blew me away against Spain. I wasn't expecting that. Even when they were 1-0 up, even when they were 2-1 up, wasn't expecting them to get anything out of it, really. But, as we know, best player in the world, took the place to pieces. I think I'm being a little unfair if I say it's all Ronaldo, but it was all Ronaldo. They have got some good supporting acts in there. Guidi's was okay. Carvalho, obviously, like the look of Carvalho. They've got some good players. They've got a good unit. They remind me of a better version of Wales, if I'm honest. They've got a couple of star men, Aaron Ramsey, Gareth Bale, and everybody else just pitches in. Cristiano Ronaldo, obviously, in Portugal, Starman, like I say, Carvalho. There's a few others that I could name in there, and then the supporting act really back him up. Now, possibly the game of the World Cup so far, well, definitely so far, possibly the World Cup game, we might see. One of the greatest games in World Cup history anyway, at everything, as we know. But anything can happen in a World Cup, but Morocco, as we'll have all seen, were unlucky. Got beat by Iran, first World Cup win, first World Cup goal in over 2 decades. I know that for a fact. And realistically, I don't think Iran deserved it. But as we've seen in this World Cup so far, anything's possible. So what are we expecting from this game then? Obviously, it's all going to be about Ronaldo. Morocco really need to win this game, otherwise they're relying on other results. And I would assume that they're going to be out really if they don't win today, or at least get a draw. But I mean, it was an own goal. Boudaz's own goal. So you know, it's not as if Iran tortured Morocco, but they got beaten. 3 points is all that counts, as we saw last night. The other night as an England fan. So I've written a few bits and bobs down here. So we've got, obviously, Portugal today will, even though they drew with Spain, everybody's looking at it like a win, but it still only counts as 1 point. They've still only got the same goal difference. You know, they've still scored 3, but it doesn't really mean anything. They could quite easily get beat against Morocco with the way this World Cup's gone. I very much doubt it, but again, it depends what happens with Ronaldo. So they'll be looking for a win, however it comes. That'll pretty much qualify them. Morocco, they were organised against Iran. I think what they'll do today is they'll bring a couple more defenders back in and probably play with 4 at the back. They only played with 3 at the back against Iran. As I say, they were expecting a win, didn't come. So they'll tighten the ship up against Portugal. They're going to have to. They're going to have to. Again, it was a late goal for Iran. We've had a few late goals, as we saw as an England, Uruguay late goal. Mexico was a late-ish goal. You know, we've had late goals against teams. So I think, like I said, defeat against Portugal will pretty much effectively eliminate Morocco. However, Hervé Renard will likely play, as I said, 4 defenders. He'll probably bring Nabil Deria back in, who was captain. But really, looking at that, there's nothing else that he's going to change. Key forward during the qualifying campaign was Khaled Boutaleb, who'll probably come back in place of Ayoub El Kaib, who struggled against Iran. Like, they didn't really offer much up front, and they didn't really look as if they were going to get beat either. So, but then, as I say, that's the curveball of the World Cup. Morocco's squad actually were all alive when the last time they played Portugal in a World Cup, when they beat Portugal 3-1. I think it was in 1986. So no one's really got experience of playing this team in a tournament before. I don't know whether that matters. But let's have a look at the possible lineups here. What have we got? So Portugal, Rui Patricio in goal. Probably going to keep the same team. Cedric, Pepe, Jose Fons, Rafael Guerreiro, William, João Moutinho, Bernardo Silva, João Mario, Andre Silva, and probably Cristiano Ronaldo. Andre Silva's a player that I like, but again, he hasn't really come out with the blocks against Spain. He took a while to warm up in that game, so I'd like to see him do something today. Morocco's team, as I say, they're going to make a couple of changes. Nabar's going to come back in, but keeper, Manuel Kajul, Asif Hakami, Ganeem Saiss, who's actually a Wolves player. All of you will have seen a bit of him last season. Really talented, but he plays centre-back for Morocco. He'll play defensive midfielder for Wolves, but he's a good player. Mehdi Benatia, know a bit about. Hamza Mendil, Karim El Hamadi, Hakim Ziyech, Umbak Basafa, Yunus Belhanda, hope I've pronounced that right, Nuruddin Amrabat, who's a decent player, and obviously Khalid Boutab, who's going to start. So, predictions for this game, I think it'll be tight, believe it or not, as I think Morocco have got a little bit more in the locker than they showed against Iran. They looked really good in the qualifiers. They didn't really concede many goals at all. So I think they're going to be looking for that organisation again. But for me, I would probably say this game's got maybe, I think they'll both score, but I'm thinking Portugal 2-1. I think they're probably going to overlive the hype from the Spain game, so I can see it being 2-1. I might be completely wrong, it ends up being 5-1 Portugal. Rob, any thoughts on this game?
I think 2-0 Portugal.
2-0 Portugal. So, thanks for tuning in, guys. Obviously, we've got loads more previews to do, so keep getting involved. Keep getting involved with the live stuff. I've been Mr. Fox. That's been Roberto. Peace out, whoever you are, and we will see you soon. Cheers, guys.